This is Missoula College Construction Observation Report number 14. It is October 13th, 2015. I'm standing on the roof deck, the level R deck. On the southeast side of the building, steel has been erected and deck is on all levels all the way up to level R, south of grid line E. You can see here that some of this deck is composite. That's where the penthouse slab is going to be. You can see the composite, ridges and stuff like that in the deck. And then outboard of the penthouse slab is just a type B roof deck without any notches and grooves in it. So, and everything's looking good. I've been talking with Tyler Levitt from Strata, and Tyler has been out here continuously inspecting everything, and everything is looking really good. American Ironworks, American Rectors Ironworkers, they're doing a really good job. I'm going to go down to the lower levels. The deck on level 4 is complete south of grid line E as well. And that of course means that the bar joists and the joist girders and columns are all in place. The seismic braces as well, those are in place on grid line 10 all the way up to level R. On grid line 13, seismic brace goes up to level 3, which is the next level down, so it's down there. But they need to get some more. They need to get columns and joists, etc. erected north of grid E before they can install the brace on grid 13. Once again, Tyler Levitt all over it. He's inspected all the welds, all the pins, all the side laps, and he's finding a few things, minor things here that have been missed, but American Ironworkers comes right back and fixes it. So everything has been excellent so far. I'm standing on level 3, and level 3 is complete south of grid E. You see bar joists and joist girders and bridging for the joists, and the guys are working way over there. Got a 4-stop angle on the south edge. It's got deformed bar anchors welded to them to be embedded into the slab. You can see temporary cable bracing until the diaphragm's poured. More seismic braces. There's a close-up of one of the cast connect pieces that it's got the fork profile too, is bolted onto the gusset plate. That's typical. There's a few spots where the bolts didn't line up, and they had to weld the cast connect to the gusset plates, but there's really not too many of those. Level 3 joists and girders are being installed north of grid E all the way, or they have been installed all the way up to grid C. There's some openings in here around the elevator shaft. They haven't got that done yet. Mechanical shaft, and over here around the north stair opening, which is right there where my finger's pointing. They're pretty much north of E all the way to grid C. Bar joist and deck is in place. You see columns stubbed up 4 feet above level 3 to accept the future columns to be erected up to the roof. From here is a good view of the glue lam framing and the lock deck that's installed on level 2. We'll finish that up this week. And then start the glue lams and the lock deck on level 3. Everything is looking really good. There's no issues on level 3 that have come up yet. Still on level 3. This is here's a welded CJP welder, just a typical column connection. We've got the backer plate right here for just the CJP on the flanges and also on the webs. Tyler Levitt comes in and does a UT test on these welds. He also does testing for demand critical welds on the seismic braces too. Let's see if I can get some video of that. I guess it's kind of tough to really see it, but for example, well, over here, this being the column interface right here, there's some CJP welds with demand critical materials, and those are all tested with ultrasound. Tyler says that every test he's performed has passed so far, which is good. I'm now standing on level 2, and level 2 has decking, and of course bar joists, joist screws, columns installed, everything installed south of grid E, and a lot of it north of grid E as well. There's a northeast corner is not quite there yet. There's a stair shaft over there, and including the corridor between grids 10 and the west side. It's got a glulam deck on it and lock deck framing on that. Guys are out to lunch right now. It's roped off, so I can't actually go out walking around on it, but you can see that it's installed. Looks like they've got 2 16D nails per spec. So it's looking really good. It looks like they haven't really done the transition pieces between the lock deck and the steel deck, but I presume that'll happen sooner or later. Seismic braces are installed all the way up to level 3 on all brace lines, including F. Here on the side, you can see on grid 3 on the west end. On the north end is installed as well. That's grid line C. Behind me you can see all the way up to the roof is seismic brace on grid 10. Yeah, so far so good. Don't really have any issues except one place, the north stair. What's happening is there's a dimensional bust on the position of the landing beam for the north stair. This is an 8x8 tube steel right here. It needs to be moved to the south 1 foot 0 inches so the stairs can fit in there, which means that these 3 bar joists have to be removed and replaced with something shorter, probably a minor Y clamp, that'll be in the forthcoming RFI. Other than that, level 2 and 3 framing looks really good. So one thing on level 3 is that this Y flange beam, this is between grids 10 and 11, and it spans between grid C and B, but what they have to do is just sort of have to cut away part of the web there in order to make it fit on the joist girder, which is actually very large, and I have to do some calculations determining whether that's safe or not. So that happened in several places. I'll document where it happened, study it, and decide whether it needs to be strengthened or not. I'm now standing on level 1, and I found something that I think needs to be revised. I'm looking at the northwest stairwell. Anyway, we got some 3x3 columns that are bolted right to the bottom of the beams above, and that's not how I had it designed. I wanted a tab on there with a vertically slotted hole so that those columns are actually not supporting gravity load except for the intermediate beam, intermediate landing beams. So I'll have to get that correction taken care of. The rest of level 1, which was poured, a month ago, it's doing well. Its quality of concrete is really good. There are some shrinkage cracks. And you can kind of see where there's some black sealant that's been put down on it to prevent water from draining through the slab and into the basement. Down in the basement is where a lot of the prep work for the glulam beams is being done. Other trades are down there currently working, doing partition walls, etc., mechanical and electrical equipment is being installed in the basement, or as we like to call it, the river level. The slab is great. You can see all kinds of temporary bracing in here, the frame, and now we get a look at the glulam beams and the lock deck from below. They've been sealed and stained, and they look. Don't know if this is